Today, we're diving deep into God of War Ragnarök, an action-adventure masterpiece developed by Santa Monica Studio and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It officially launched on November 9th, 2022 for both PlayStation 4 and 5. Now, for those who have been part of my streams, you probably saw me play this game live on TikTok, every night at 8 p.m. East African time. For those in the US, that's 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific. If you missed it, don't worry, I've uploaded the stream highlights to my channel. I linked them in the description or the end screen cards, so make sure to check that out. God of War Ragnarök is a continuation of the saga that blends Norse mythology with a deeply personal father-son story. It combines intense action, challenging boss fights, puzzles, exploration, and cinematic storytelling all into one package. Whether you're fighting enemies or just soaking in this world, the game is constantly pulling you into its rich, immersive experience. What drew me to God of War Ragnarök is pretty simple. I'm a huge fan of the entire franchise. I've played them all, from God of War 1 and 2 to Chains of Olympus, Ghost to Sparta, Ascension, and of course, the 2018 reboot. I grew up with Kratos from PS2 to PS3 and right into PS4 era. Naturally, I wanted to see what came next for him after the events of the 2018 game. And more than anything, I was curious to see how his relationship with Atreus and the Norse world will evolve. The gameplay is simply put one of the best out there. Santa Monica Studio has this way of making the combat mechanics feel like an extension of the story. Every transition, every fight, and every action sequence is perfectly timed and polished. The combat system gives you light and heavy attacks, and a variety of weapons like the Levian Axe, Draupnir Spear, and my personal favorite, the legendary Blades of Chaos. Atreus and Freya offer supports using bows, arrows, and magic projectiles, all adding layers to the combat. The controls are sharp and responsive. Each attack, block, and dodge feels smooth and precise. You get a range of difficulty options from Give Me Story, a relaxed playthrough, all the way to Give Me God of War for a real challenge. I played on Give Me Balance, which I found it to be perfect middle ground. Some boss fights gave me a tough time, but with a bit of persistence, I always managed to push through. One of the things that makes God of War Ragnarök stand out is how seamlessly the combat is blended with the story. You often transition straight from cutscenes into combat and back again, without ever breaking immersion. It keeps you locked into the story while delivering satisfying cinematic action. The story picks up right where the 2018 game left off, exploring Kratos and Atreus' journey through the Norse realms, all while dodging the wrath of gods like Odin and Thor. The characters are deep, well written, and emotionally layered, which makes each encounter and conversation feel meaningful. Without diving too deep into spoilers, the plot revolves around Kratos and Atreus navigating the chaos as Ragnarök approaches. Along the way, they battle gods, monsters, and their own inner conflicts. The journey is packed with emotional highs and lows, plot twists, and epic moments that make the story unforgettable. The growth of both Kratos and Atreus is one of the strongest elements in the game. Kratos is no longer the rage-filled god of old. He's trying hard to be a better father while wrestling with his violent past. Atreus, on the other hand, is growing into his own identity, seeking answers about his place in the world and trying to prevent the oncoming catastrophe. That is Ragnarök. This game truly pulls you deep into the emotions of both Kratos and Atreus. Kratos is working so hard to avoid becoming the old, rage-consumed version of himself, especially as both he and Atreus are caught in the crosshairs of Odin's grand plan. And Atreus, as a young boy trying to uncover more about the giants and his own destiny, constantly walks a line between defiance and hope. Their bond, the sacrifices, and the unexpected twists, especially the theme of loss, hit hard. And believe me, there are moments that left me in shock, but I'll leave it there so you can experience it for yourself. The visuals, simply breathtaking. Every realm is distinct, with its own environment and vibe. The character models are impressively lifelike, while the creatures and monsters are designed to look as grotesque and intimidating as possible. The art style strikes a perfect balance between realism and fantasy. From the frost-covered peaks of Midgard to the vibrant colors of Alfheim, every scene is meticulously crafted. On the PS5, the game looks razor sharp, with beautiful lighting, smooth frame rates, and near instant loading times. The soundtrack perfectly complements the epic scale of the game, whether it's the deep orchestral scores during boss battles or the quiet, somber tunes in emotional scenes. The audio pulls you into the world, the voice acting is top tier, with performances that make you feel the weight of every word. Performance-wise, this game is rock solid. Load times are impressively fast on the PS5, and I didn't experience a single glitch or bug throughout my playthrough. Santa Monica Studio clearly polished the game to a high standard, and it shows. The user interface is clean and easy to navigate. There is a solid character progression system with skill trees for Kratos, Atreus, and Freya, offering new combat abilities and upgrades. Whether you're upgrading a weapon or adjusting your build, everything is straightforward and intuitive. The game offers a ton of replayability. After finishing the main story, you can explore side quests, track down hidden bosses, and complete challenges. And let's not forget the Valhalla DLC, which adds even more story content and gameplay hours. It's absolutely worth going back to for more. For a game of this quality, the price tag of $70 is justified. You're getting a rich, content-packed experience with long-lasting value, and Santa Monica Studio has also provided excellent post-launch support. Honestly, the pros are endless. Brilliant combat, stunning visuals, smooth performance, and an emotional, well-written story. If I had to pick one con, it would be that the story took some surprisingly emotional and dark turns, especially with themes of loss. But once you play, you'll understand why it had to go that way. This game is without a doubt amazing. The lore, the world building, the emotional depth, everything is just right. The God of War series has always delivered, and Ragnarök took it to the next level. I've seen so much positive feedback from the community, and I can personally say it's well deserved. My favorite moment? Definitely the first major battle between Kratos and Thor. That fight was insane. The dialogue, the power, the tension, it sets the tone for the whole game. One of the best intros fight I've ever seen. So, would I recommend you play God of War Ragnarök? Absolutely. This game has everything: epic fights, deep story, unforgettable characters, jaw-dropping visuals, you name it. On a scale of 10, I'd confidently give it a solid 9.8 out of 10. If you enjoyed this review video, don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know what you think about the game or what you're looking forward to if you're planning to play at the comments. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like to watch more gaming content and future reviews. This also helps out the channel a whole lot. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.